if any member on the opposition benches would like to dispute that fact today, I'd be more than happy to give way. After years of irresponsibility, we are putting our economy on firm ground once again. We introduced the new Budget Responsibility Bill on Thursday to deliver on our manifesto commitment to introduce a fiscal lock so that I can keep an iron grip on our country's finances. I will give way to the honourable gentleman.
I'm extremely grateful to the Chancellor. Thanks very much indeed. She and I sat on the Treasury Select Committee together many years ago, and she will know from our time together that economics is as much art as it is science. So given that she's effectively giving a veto over economic policy to the OBR through this bill, she must recognise that we need to understand what the people in the OBR believe, what their theories of economics are, what principles they attach themselves to. So what further scrutiny will be available for this House, for the chair of the OBR and the people who are doing the forecast, given that effectively they will be co-chancellor with her during the next few years?
Well, look, the Treasury Select Committee, as the right honourable gentleman knows, can call in the chair and other members of the Office of Budget Responsibility. But the comments from the right honourable gentleman show exactly why we need this bill, so that never again can we have a repeat of the mini-budget. Now, this bill will require every announcement which makes significant and permanent changes to tax and spending to be subject to an independent assessment by the Office of Budget Responsibility. Why? Because unfunded, reckless commitments don't just threaten our public finances, they threaten people's incomes and they threaten people's mortgages. We saw that in the wake of the mini-budget presided over by the former member for South West Norfolk. Now, I understand that she's taken umbrage in recent days at the idea that this episode was disastrous. Well, if any member on the opposition benches would like to dispute that fact today, I'd be more than happy to give way. They cheered at the time, Madam Deputy Speaker, but they're not cheering it now, and I don't imagine they put that on their leaflets. Now, Madam Deputy Speaker, they should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of what they did, because people up and down the country are still paying the price for the chaos that they caused. But we say never again. And the Budget Responsibility Bill will enshrine that commitment in law. Will my right honourable friend give way? I will give way, yes.
Well, those from the party opposite during the pandemic were awarded, their friends and family were awarded contracts for work that were never fulfilled. And my constituents in York Outer would love to know how can we get their money back, perhaps through the role of the COVID Corruption Commissioner.
Well, I enjoyed campaigning for my honourable friend in York Outer, and it's great to see him in his place today. Madam Deputy Speaker, stability means a tough set of fiscal rules, but it also means spending public money wisely, as my honourable friend says. The past government hiked taxes while allowing waste and inefficiency to spiral out of control. Nowhere was this more evident than during the pandemic, especially when it came to PPE, because the former Prime Minister, when he was Chancellor, signed cheque after cheque after cheque for billions of pounds worth of contracts that did not deliver for the NHS when it needed it. And that is simply unacceptable. So today I can announce that I am beginning the process to appoint a COVID Corruption Commissioner to get back what is owed to the British people. Because that money today in the hands of fraudsters belongs in our public services, and we want that money back. The Commissioner will report to me, working with the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, and their report will be presented to Parliament for all members to see. Because, Madam Deputy Speaker, I will not tolerate waste. I will treat taxpayers' money with respect, and I will return stability to our public finances. Madam Deputy Speaker, the second bill I want to speak to today is the National Wealth Fund Bill. We know that economic stability is vital for investors and for business. The small business looking to grow, the global business looking to expand in the UK, the entrepreneur looking to take their first steps. And to support them, stability must sit alongside investment.